Just as a disclaimer, we want you to know that some of the movies that we will be reviewing were shot in a different time and era where people of race and sex were not treated equally. We understand this and hope you do too. The movies or anything that happened on the sets are not the views of this podcast or what this show is intended to be all about.
Exactly. And we want to give due diligence in presenting the movie and not the views of the cast or directors or anyone involved. But we also feel it's necessary to let the audience know some of the background information to get a feel for what was happening at the time of shooting the film. Again, we hope you understand that we do not agree with everything that went on, and we just want to give out the information. And with that being said, hope you enjoy the show.
Somewhere on the Mexican Riviera, a beautiful heiress has been kidnapped. To find her, they'll need the best team in the business. He has the experience, but his regular partner wasn't available. So they found someone even more lethal to himself.
Ow! If you send somebody after her who's as unlucky as she is, he could literally stumble onto her.
Oh, this is some kind of joke or something.
At the age of 3, he's almost strangled by the cord from some draperies.
Mr. Proctor is here, sir.
I want you to go to Mexico and look for my daughter.
This man has been hit by lightning twice. Once while inside a movie theater.
I think we're going to make a good team. I'm trained in martial arts.
Only you. It can only happen to you.
You're jealous because women are attracted to me and you can't stand it.
Stay still.
No, don't!
Martin Short,
It's a bee. Good move.
what?
I'm allergic to bee stings.
Danny Glover,
Are you all right? Fine. And you?
pure luck.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Tragedy of Cinema podcast. I am your host, Jimbo, and today I'm joined by one half of the co-host.
So, and this time it's me, Terence, and not Kyle.
Dun, dun, dun. Kyle was on his way, though. He fell asleep, so he's here in spirit. So today we thought we'd have a little fun, and just, we've really done some hard-hitting ones, and next week's is going to be no exception with Lawrence of Arabia, but today we thought we'd lighten up the mood with a little comedy called Pure Luck, starring Martin Short and Danny Glover. Very funny movie, slapstick. Not much info out there, but we're just going to talk about it for a little bit. But Terrence, before we get started,
Yes.
what is your favorite Martin Short movie?
Martin Short. So I'm trying to remember what else he was in. Like I know plenty about Donald Glover, but
You mean Danny Glover?
Danny Glover.
Okay,
Yeah,
give me
I
Danny
know.
Glover's movie then.
Lethal Weapon, man. That or Predator 2. He was
That's about the only two that he did a lot of drama roles.
He was also in Shooter, if you remember.
Yeah,
that
this
movie.
was like one of his first comedies that he's ever done. Danny Glover. So Martin Short, I'll give you some. Three Amigos.
Oh, okay.
Clifford, Father of the Bride, where he played Frong.
I'd have to go with Three Amigos. If it's
Yeah.
gonna be three. I love Three Amigos.
That's
I
a
forgot
great-
he was in Three Amigos.
Yeah, that's a great. We'll have to cover that someday soon. So, this is episode 87, Pure Luck. So, Terrence, let's go ahead and get this one started.
All right, Pure Luck. Release date August 9th, 1991.
Were you born yet?
I'm 1 year old when this movie came out. This is rated PG.
It's a great movie, man.
Which I always find it interesting.
Before we get started, let's go ahead. This type of movie, I wouldn't call it slapstick like Naked Gun and all those kind of slapsticks. It's just a funny movie with funny
Still
situations.
pretty slapstick.
Yeah, at moments.
Then we got, let's see, a budget of 17 million. If you account for inflation, that's 34.7 million today.
It's 104% inflation since 1991.
104% inflation since 1991. Strap in, it gets better. Opening weekend, USA and Canada, 5 million was made. If you can count for inflation, that's 10.2 million today. Gross USA Canada, we're looking at 22.6 million. So that's 46.2 million today. And then worldwide, an extra 2 million was made for 24.9 million. And that's 50.8 million today. So it didn't do great, but it didn't do bad.
It made money.
Here's the thing. You typically want to double what you made on your budget. So the budget was 17 million. They made 24 million. 24.9 million. Let's just say 25, right? If you round up. 25 million.
Somebody still got paid, Terrence.
Someone got paid. It wouldn't be considered a rounding success. Then we have box office August 1991. This is really interesting. So here's the top 5 for August 1991. Number 1, Hot Shots.
Great movie too, man.
Number 2, Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Number 3, Doc Hollywood. Number 4, The Doctor. And number 5, Double Impact. And then all the way down at number 8, we have Pure Luck. Then the gap widens between the top 5 and Pure Luck for box office 1991. Number 1, we got Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Number 2, Robin Hood and the Prince of Thieves.
I love that movie.
Number 3, Home Alone. Number 4, Silence of the Lambs. Number 5, City Slickers. I feel like we've done almost all of these.
Getting close.
And then all the way down at number 63, we have Pure Luck.
63.
So this was directed by Nadia Tess, who also directed movies such as Amy, Malcolm, and Oleg, the Oleg Vidov story. I don't know any of these movies, but I did see in a lot of the movies that she directed, a lot of them were just names of people, which I found just funny.
Right, but you got to remember that this is also a Mexican-American co-production film, too. So some of those might be more prominent in the Mexican side of the production. You know what I mean? So
maybe so, yeah.
Maybe. I've never heard of any of them either. You know what I mean? But,
yeah. So then we have writing credits. We have Francis Weber. This was for the film La Severe. Herschel Wingard for the screenplay. Timothy Harris for the screenplay. Music by Jonathan Sheffer. Director of photography, David Parker. And this was produced by Sean Daniel, Kennard Hall, and Lance Hull. And then Francis Weber as executive producer. Then finally, we have a runtime of 1 hour and 36 minutes. It's 96 minutes. So, quick little, just average time movie. Unlike our next movie. Sound mix, Dolby. This movie's in color. Aspect ratio is 1.85 by 1. And then we just have the negative format of 35 millimeter and printed film format 35 millimeter. Nothing special there. And I don't
off to your favorite part.
My favorite part, because there are no awards. None. Nothing. Not even.
No, but you know what you do get to do? Now you get to come up with a synopsis of this movie, Terrence. Let's hear what Terrence comes up with off the cuff with a synopsis of the movie Pure Luck.
All right. So you have a detective who is tasked to find the daughter of a big CEO from a big company, who has also hired somebody else to find his daughter. Which it's this. Was he a doctor, or was he just like a what was that? The guy who was just in the beginning of the movie. Whatever. It's some guy who does study, and he's like, yeah, no. There's people with just inherently bad luck, and so you're also gonna have this guy tag along with you. Because someone with bad luck, extremely bad luck, is bound to find somebody else with extremely bad luck. So this detective now has to go around all of Mexico through bad luck shenanigans trying to find someone else with bad luck.
You forgot, though, that the guy with bad luck that he brought in said he was in charge of the detective the entire time, because that's one of the things throughout the thing. He's like, look, I'm in charge. You listen to me. But, yeah, so basically they're thinking, hey, two bad luck people meet each other. We'll find her. We can bring her back home.
Yep.
Because his daughter had gotten amnesia from running into a wall or mugged in the Mexico or wherever she was at, remember? And so let's go talk about the cast. Of course, the great Martin Short. He's just so funny in almost everything he does. Father of the Bride, Three Amigos, Clifford, as we mentioned. Then you have Danny Glover, was really more of a drama role before a lot of this stuff came out. So
I mean, like for the longest time, he did get typecasted into like cop or like military advisor type roles. It's not even until like way later that you see him in other roles, not a cop,
right? Or like
some kind of grizzled.
So Martin Short played Proctor. Danny Glover played Campanella. Them two together were funny, man. Sheila Kelly played Valerie, which was the missing daughter. Sam Wanamaker played Highsmith. Scott Wilson played Grimes. Harry Shearer played Monosov. Jorge Rusek played Inspector Segura. Rodrigo Puebla, Fernando, John H. Brennan, Tyler, and then you go into like pilot, prisoner, security guard, girls club, the nurse one, nurse two, and all that. So no need to go into, no need to prolong that. So, as we go along here, there's just not a lot of information here. So this will probably be a really short episode. So Highsmith, who was Sam Wanamaker, has insured a world famous pianist hands for $8 million. In Danny Glover's first scene, he is reading a newspaper with the headline of "Renowned Pianist Hands are Broken in a Freak Accident." I mean, of course. Wow, $8 million,
right?
Martin Short's sports red hair in this film instead of his dark brown hair because of an accident, or because not an accident, but he had been filming Clifford, and the dye was still in there from Orion Pictures or whatever, which had been filmed around this time. Rather than change it from the Dutch boy haircut that he had, they went ahead and wanted to wear it in a perm instead to give that crazy look. You know how he looks kind of crazy. This is the film's score is also by the composer Danny Elfman, who we've talked about before.
Yes.
Probably pretty familiar with doing the theme for The Simpsons. Well, I mean, he's... Cancel that. He did the beginning of this movie. The theme to this is kind of similar to The Simpsons, but I don't think he did the Simpsons theme. One of the two. I'll have to look that up and get back to you. But he's done a lot of scores though. Like we said, this is a Mexican American co-production of films. This was the first comedy, as we said. Danny Glover starred during this period of time. Glover was mainly a dramatic actor who had done serious roles in The Color Purple.
Yeah.
And To Sleep with Anger, as well as action thrillers like Lethal Weapon and its sequels, Predator 2 and Witness. Glover would return to the genre in 1997 with his Lethal Weapon co-star Oscar winner Joe Pesci for the Disney comedy Gone Fishing 6 years later. Have you ever seen Gone Fishing, Terrence?
No.
Oh, borderline 11. That's all I'm going to say. You'll like that one too. Near the end of the movie, when Eugene and Valerie are walking into the hospital, Valerie states, "What a beautiful hospital this is." But remember, she says she's been in hospitals all over the world, but she still has amnesia during this time period, so how can she remember?
I was thinking that too, yeah.
Then there's also Eugene's eggs, as Eugene Proctor, as his eggs are changed from cut to just cooked, back to cut up during his breakfast conversation with Raymond. So, Terrence, why don't you go ahead and tell me your couple of favorite parts of this movie for you?
Well, let me first say I commend this movie for being in an age where you can film in Mexico and not have that Mexico tint. You know what I'm talking about? Because like you see it every now and then, especially in like gritty like movies.
But was it actually filmed in Mexico?
I have no idea.
So you just assumed that it was...
No, but like even in movies that aren't filmed in Mexico, that are quote unquote in Mexico, it's always that tint, that same filter over the screen. That's like this this tannish kind of. You know what I'm talking about? They did it in Sekiro. They did it in a bunch of other movies. But it was like, oh hey, I'm watching a movie that's in quote unquote Mexico, and it doesn't have that filter, so that was fun. I think One scene that actually had me laughing pretty hard was the allergic reaction in the plane. The bee sting. I didn't expect him to go,
blow up,
completely, just turn that dial up to 100 on that, and just
because he looks back. He said, "Hey, how you doing?" He's like, "I'm doing fine." He looks back. He's like, his face is just like this big. He's like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "Land the plane down. Land the plane down." He's like, "Why?" He's like, he was okay until he realized, that he had been stung because there was a bee on him at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's hilarious. That's probably the best scene of the movie. Another funny scene I thought was where the snake comes up between Danny Glover's legs and Martin Short gets the gun. And he says, I got it. He's like, don't.
Please don't.
Shoot, please don't. And he shoots him in the leg.
I did find the scene afterwards funny where he tried to fight him. He's like, yaw!
Yeah.
And then that completely went south, obviously.
And then and right after that's when they're the Jeep or whatever, and it's going over the cliff. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
But there's stuff all throughout here. Like I thought one of the more touching scenes in this movie is when they go. Remember when he's like, tell the girl $50 or whatever. You know what I mean? And so, but then you see him, and he tells you, "Look, I got this. Just go back to the hotel. I've got this. I'm ordering you to go back to the hotel or whatever." And then you see him crawling through the hotel door. The spending thing because he just got beat up so bad. And then you see Danny Glover go back and take care of business. All in all, I love this movie. I think it is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's just comedic gold, man.
I'd say it's funny, but I wouldn't say the funniest I've ever seen.
It's up there, man.
It's not in my top 5, but
No, what is?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Not this one.
So that would require you to watch a lot of movies.
Watch a lot of movies. This is episode something. All right.
Oh, you remember where you're at. I just think that them two work so good together. I enjoy this movie. If you're looking for a good laugh, man, and not a lot of thought has to go into it,
It's true.
then this is funny. Just that's all I can say about it. It's funny. Terrence?
It's funny. And obligatory. I'd put any, like, if you want to say. The reason why I can't put it in the top 5 because I don't know where any of them would land, but I can put all of Mel Brooks somewhere above this movie.
Well, I'm not saying it's better than Spaceballs or Young Frankenstein or anything, but I'm just saying it's funny, and I personally enjoy this one.
Of course,
this is one I can sit down and watch and still laugh every time I see him blow up in that when he gets stung by the bee. I will laugh every single time that comes on TV.
I would say this is if slapstick's your thing, this is a solid, hilarious movie. If slapstick's not your thing, this movie might not be your bag. That would probably be my biggest takeaway from the movie, and what I can say of if for some reason you didn't watch it after you knew we were going to watch. That's what I would say. But it's a solid movie.
Yeah, it was all right. We do have something new. We do have a actual clapboard used from the movies from Universal Studios, and so,
even though we are an audio podcast,
right? So instead of hearing Terrence and Kyle clap every week, we will actually
just
get
you don't.
Let's go ahead and give him a test one.
You got to visualize it. I'm holding this. Gosh, you think after all this time we know what it's called? What is
clapboard,
this thing called? Is it just a clapper?
Clapboard.
Clapboard. They call it a clapboard.
I think so. Oh, listen to that. Sounds good.
It's way better than clapping.
Right. Now, I wonder how many times you or Kyle are going to smash your fingers in this, just like pure luck.
We'll see.
So, if you want to follow us on, I know this is a short episode, so if you want to follow us on Facebook, we are the Tragedy of Cinema Podcast on Facebook. You can find us on, I think I'm on Twitter still. Kyle's supposed to be ramping up the TikTok, so that I'm sure hilarious hijinks will ensue there.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
So with that being said, stay tuned for next week's episode, which is going to be...
It's going to be big.
It's going to be epic. It is probably, I think they said, one of the longest movies of all time. Maybe the longest.
the longest movie we've watched.
I think it's the longest movie there is. Lawrence of Arabia. Seriously. I think it's in the notes. It's almost 4 hours. It's almost 4 hours. So be ready for that epic. So we thought we'd do a little shorter one here, and hopefully Kyle will be here soon to record that one. So.
Yeah, right? Fingers crossed.
Yeah, well, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed Pure Luck. I know there wasn't a lot out there, but
shorter
watch
episode, but hey, it's fun.
Yeah. All right. So I guess that's a wrap. And
cut. Oh!